What's up, guys? It's Candy Super Secret Tech MTG. This is Modern Monday, episode number 2. I'm going to bring you something special today. It's a sideboard card that you can put in your sideboard for less than $5. $5, and it shuts down almost every single Tier 1 deck out there. Somebody's like, less than $5 shuts down Tier 1 decks. What? Alright, let's get into it. That card is Pithy Needle. This is the Betrayers of Kamigawa one. I'm old school, so I enjoy old school art, and the most earliest art of a card I can find, I usually play with it, unless you know it's something extremely expensive. But one day I will own. Alright, anyways, I'm going off. Alright, Pithy Needle. Pithy Needle is 1 mana artifact. You can play it in any deck, any sideboard. As Pithy Needle comes into play, name a card. Activated abilities of the named card can't be played unless they're mana abilities. An amazing card. This and Torpor Orb are pretty good. I just include this as a 4 in my Escape to the sideboard, especially after the last major tournament I went to and I needed 4. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I'll prove it to you. 4 Pithy Needle from the the latest set it was printed in, Return to Ravnica, is $4.36 from SCG. Can't beat that. $4.36. And if you don't mind played value, they have minor play ones for like 89 cents. You can't beat that. Pithy Needle, great card. Activities of the name card can't be played. So you actually have to know what you're playing against. Like, let's go to GP OKC. Lantern Control. What in here don't you like? Spellskite is one heck of a doozy. Codex Shredder. Ghoul Caller's Bell. Lantern of Insight. Pyrite Spellbomb. Aether Grid. Anything in his deck besides the Mox Oval, because you can't stop mana abilities. Sorry, it would be broken. Twin X Art. Basically Splinter Twin. Stop his Splinter Twin. Turn 1, Pithy Needle Splinter Twin. Yeah, it's just amazing. What else in here can we target with Splinter Twin? That's the only thing you really want to stop, because then it stops all the shenanigans. And he's like, well, I can't deal with it. I got to deal with it. So I don't even know if he ran anything to deal with it. Main deck. This is a sideboard card, by the way. This is one of the greatest sideboard cards. Let's go with Infinity. Number 1 card in Infinity. Arcbound Ravager. Stop Arcbound Ravager. Hangerback Walker. It doesn't stop Hangerback Walker's graveyard ability, but it does stop the put a counter on it to make bigger doctors. Pithy Needle is just amazing. One thing I like to do when I play Pithy Needle is, if I don't remember a card in their deck, Pithy Needle Pluto Delta, Pithy Needle Misty Rainforest, Pithy Needle Flooded Strand. Oh, yep. Yeah, you kept a hand with 2 fetches. You can't use those 2 fetches. Let's see you play. So let's play some Magic now. Let's really get into the nitty gritty and get down to it. Yep. Affinity. Arcbound Ravager. What else? Hangerback Walker. Still Overseer. You can even name. I mean, you're gonna run. I recommend running either 2, 3, or 4 of in your sideboard. I run 4 because it stops. I ran it against Elves. I played test against Elves. I named Inzuri Renegade Leader, and they're like, wow, I can't. Yeah, it's good. Bloon Titan. I don't know if there's anything in Bloon Titan that you can name. You can name Inkmoth Nexus, Blinkmoth Nexus in Infinity. I mean, it's just It's a really great card. It blankets a lot. Like I said earlier on the Twitter feed, SSTech_MTG. This card blankets a lot of top decks. They just basically, if they can't figure out a way to deal with it, it's GG. I remember one time I was playing U-White Control, and I dropped Pithy Needle turn 1, pass turn for Tectonic Edge. Because I don't know if you know, but Scape Shift, if you drop 6 mountains plus a Valakut to kill them at 18, and they Tectonic Edge one of your mountains, or they Ghost Quarter one of your mountains, or Ghost Quarter and Tectonic Edge one of your Valakuts, you can't win. It stops the triggers. So I went Pithy Needle, Tectonic Edge, go. A couple turns later, I drew my second one at board in. Pithy Needle, Ghost Quarter, go. And the guy was like, wow, really? And I was like, all right, in your turn, repeal my one that says Ghost Quarter, draw a card. I drew Scape Shift for the win. So, yeah, it was good shenanigans. What in Bloom Titan can we stop? We can stop all the lands, all the Fortress of the Legion, all the lands they play. I believe the cycling ability is an activated ability from Tolaria West. Just Ghost Quarter, yeah, all these shenanigans that they can. I don't know if you could stop. No, that's a trigger when the attacker comes into play. That Torpor would stop that. That come into play ability. Wouldn't stop that. That would be a. But yeah, it's just. Merfolk, another deck, shut down Aether Vial, and they're like, wow, I can't. That's shut down Mutavolt, Aether Vial, Mutavolt, Curse Catcher, and I think that's. Yeah, I think that's it. Aether Vial and Mutavolt are the big two, because if you shut down Aether Vial, it's you can 1-for-1 them a whole lot easier, and they can't really just say dump their hand turn 2 and 3. Red deck wins, I think, where you would get most of your value, especially if you're playing like a Naya red deck wins burn list. I think you would get most of your value off of saying their fetch lands. I could be wrong, of course. I mean, I don't know if you could name Prowess. You can't name Prowess, but you can name like Monastery Whisper, I believe. But don't quote me on that. I'll do more research on that and put it on my Twitter feed later. You can name the other fetch lands. Grim Lavamancer, that's a big one. You name Grim Lavamancer because Grim Lavamancer is usually what they use to instead of drawing a top deck win, they can use Grim Lavamancer to grind it out and kill you. Little side note about Modern Burn, I hate Shard Volley. It's not in my burn list for a reason. Whenever I played Shard Volley in my deck, I always needed that land that I sacrificed. I'd much rather play Collateral Damage than Shard Volley. Especially when at the end of the game and you're like, man, I got this 4/3 that I can't attack with because they're going to block and I ain't going to do nothing. Collateral Damage, a little side note. Scape Shift. They're fetch lands. Mostly. Yeah, Pithy Needle just does work. Against Grizzle Shoal. Grizzlebrand. Second turn, third turn, drop first turn, Grizzlebrand. Alright. You got anything? Okay. Draw the other one. Late game, Boy was enraged. Boy Rigamos enraged. I mean, it's a great card. I mean, especially post board, it's amazing. Yeah, it looks like Secure Tri-Voter. You can stop the Secure Tri-Voter shenanigans. But yeah, that is my my big Modern Monday update is Pithy Needle. Pithy Needle is an amazing card. I'm actually gonna, when I go to GP Atlanta, I'm gonna get my playset signed by Pete Venters when I'm there. That way I can always have them in my board and good to go. I love the card. I love how it blankets so much stuff in Modern. Liliana the Veil, a $95 Planeswalker. Yeah, Pithy Needle. Go. They're like, wow. Yeah. Down the Reliquary, Pithy Needle. Silfire, Mishra's Bauble, Karn Liberated, Pithy Needle. It's a great card. It blankets a lot. If you want the Betrayers of Kamigawa ones, I believe they're like $3 a piece, $4 a piece, somewhere around there. $2.33. 233 puka points. But yeah. Alright. You can find us on Twitter, SSTech_MTG. Find us on Twitch. If you look back to the video last Wednesday, it basically has everything where you can find us at. This came with Super Secret Tech MTG. Comment down below, tell me what you thought of the video. Subscribe for more videos done weekly. Mondays we have Modern Mondays. Wednesdays we have Where Is That Wednesdays. Basically, I tell you where Stacy and I get our information articles for the week, what we thought was interesting and intriguing and helped us with our gameplay. And then Friday we're going to try and start doing a podcast depending on our schedules. And then Saturday we're going to try and start streaming.